Hi, thanks for joining me for another video on my channel Ideas Box. I'm Jimmy, and today I've got a short video with 3 workshop ideas that I've had and wanted to share with you all. None of these will change the world as we know it, but you might find them helpful, and if you use them, let me know in the comments, and as always, please like and subscribe. Today's video is brought to you by Sydney Engineering Works. More about that in a minute. Anywho, let's get on with it. One of the ideas I had is this old set of school lockers that I've had for many years. I spend a little bit of time looking around trying to find what I've put in there, trying to remember where I've put in there. So I got the idea to use chalkboard, blackboard, paint, whatever you want to call it, and write on the doors, so that now I know that in there is the glues, sealants, any kind of putties, spray paints, grease, oil, methylated spirits, lubricants. As you can see, whatever's written on there is what's in there. So I like my chalkboard paints. I find them very handy. So once again, that's just a nice, simple, easy idea to do. This video is brought to you by Sydney Engineering Works. SEW are the right guys to contact for all your construction reinforcing needs. From custom CNC rebar forming, mesh and trench mesh in popular sizes, to pile cage fabrication, SEW have the solution you're looking for at the best price possible. Pinning slabs, they have round dowels and all the popular sizes to suit your requirements. And if custom metal work is what you need, contact them for a quote. Located in Villawood, New South Wales, and supplying both the construction and housing industry, Sydney Engineering Works can supply what you want, when you want it, made to order, delivered on time and on spec. Another handy workshop hint that I've got, and I'm pretty sure I thought of this, I'm pretty sure I didn't see this on the interwebs, those hooks, because I've got a steel framed shed and I like hanging things up so they're up out of the way. The best way I've found to make these hooks nice and simply and cheaply is like this. You'll have to excuse the state of my workbench. I'm in the process of doing 2 or 3 different things at once. But you get this stuff called jack chain, and it's basically a formed wire chain, like a bent loop formed wire chain, which is primarily used for hanging up things like fluorescent lighting, I bought this off of eBay. I think this is about the 3rd tub that I've got through in 8 or 9 years, because I use it for just about everything, and it's one of those things that if you've got it on hand, you think of more and more uses for it. And let me just show you one thing that I've learned. If you want to make some hooks for hanging things up, you open up that one there, and there you go, there's one hook. Then you open up that one there, and there's another hook. And then you open up that one there, and there's another hook. So there's 3 really good hooks for hanging things up. They're limited to their size. I mean, you can see that's what, maybe 15mm, 18mm across. But if you don't open them quite so far up, they're quite a good little hook. If you have a compressor in your workshop, then you'll know that there's a drain cock underneath that you're supposed to drain the water from to prevent it the casing from rusting and exploding. Very few people ever do this, and it's a bit of a worry, because if you take the time to Google or to look on YouTube for compressors that have exploded because they've corroded out, it can actually be quite horrifying. Underneath the compressor there is a drain valve to let the water out, and here's an example of a few others. But what I decided to do was, rather than reaching underneath here, which is, as you can see, what's that, like 30 mil off the ground, so 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the ground at most, and nobody ever bothers to do that. Let's face it, it's one of those things that you just don't get around to doing. What I decided to do was run it up to a dusting pistol. So what I do is I grab that, and this is just how much water has been in there in maybe a week. It is as simple as a small elbow, so that's quarter BSP, I think that was, just to a line, and then I've just simply used an old dusting pistol, an old air gun. Okay, thanks for watching the video. If you've seen anything that you think you might use in your workshop, please let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to see if anybody thinks these ideas are as useful as I thought they were. And yeah, please like and subscribe and click the notification bell, and check back pretty soon for the next video.